everybody, welcome back to the Malbeefance channel. This is episode 5 of our series replay for Star Wars Rebellion. And last episode we ended on a cliffhanger. We got the fleet. The Imperial fleet is on its way to Polani to intercept the incoming Princess Leia is supposed to arrive there. The fleet is going to get there on day 102, and the princess is scheduled to arrive on 104. Hopefully we'll be able to pick her up. That'll be a huge victory for the Empire, especially this early in the game. So let's go ahead and get things going.
There is a message concerning popular support for the Empire.
So now I had mentioned last episode that
a manufacturing message has been received.
if Jajirod could get one more diplomatic success at Tund, it would
One of our
swing
agents is reporting
the
in.
planet over to our side, and that is exactly what happened. And the big deal is right here, those two troop training centers that they've got here. I need those to help with defense of Outer Rim East Sector. All right, so that is a big victory. And also we learned that there is a large Alliance fleet getting put together over Brentel 4. I lost 4 espionage droids learning that. So now I'm going to probably lose 4 more. I'm going to go out here to Tepesi and see if any of these vessels that were scheduled to show up here, see if they are still around. So I know the capital looks, Coruscant looks rather lightly defended, but I've got the fleet close by. Once we pick up Princess Leia, I'll bring them back to Coruscant in order to help bolster the defenses. But right now, the Alliance fleet being made up of a lot of Corellian corvettes and Telgorn transports is not really a powerful threat, powerful enough to do any damage here. Okay, really the only thing that they would do is blockade Coruscant. Now, I mean, that's bad enough in itself, but it doesn't give them the planet. Excuse me. All right. I'm kind of delaying. If I go ahead and I speed up the game, this battle is going to happen almost immediately. Yep, there we go.
A manufacturing message has been received.
Okay, so as advertised, my Imperial espionage mission that the droids ran last episode, there's only the 2 X-Wings defending. There is 1 planetary shield generator, but there are no ground troops. Okay, just all of these guerrilla units.
The fleet is ready, Admiral. We await your orders. Blue Group acknowledges mission assignment.
So we'll deploy our TIE fighters to go after the X-Wings.
Red Group acknowledges mission assignment.
I don't have to do that. I can keep the TIE fighters on the
Task Force
Star
2
Destroyers.
acknowledges. Assuming formation. Task Force 2 acknowledges mission assignment.
And that way I don't have to worry about losing TIE fighters. But the cruisers, the Carrot-class cruisers, they don't really have great starfighter defense. And as any good Star Wars fan knows, Star Destroyers absolutely have horrible starfighter defense. But then that's the whole point of the TIE fighters. In order to give the Star Destroyers starfighter defense. Okay, so it looks like the X-Wings are going after the Arrocation space. Yeah, so that...
Target destroyed.
that one squadron had been caught in a tractor beam because of the loss. See how they're slowing
Group
down a little bit?
reporting.
And there they go. Now they're
Target destroyed. The rebel fleet.
All right, so they got wiped out. I don't know if they did any additional. Yeah, they did. Okay, so there's a second squadron that's taken some losses. Any more? Nope. So you can also look at theirs as well. But we know the two squadrons got wiped out. But if they jumped after some fighting, you can check and see if any ships had been damaged. Okay, so now that we are over the planet, do they have any construction? Yes, they do. All right, so while we are waiting for the princess to arrive, go ahead and see if we can't destroy that construction facility. And then I need to reassign somebody to be general in order to help with the defenses, coordinating the troops so that we might be able to capture the princess on her way into the system. It just improves our chances of blocking her and picking her up. So we've got to wait until 104 for that. How long will it take Nita, or not Nita, Ozzel? Okay, so it'll take him 6 days to get there. There's no point. I'll wait until 104. If we pick her up on the way in, then there's no need for me to send Ozzel out there. I can just bring the fleet back to Coruscant, and we can decide what to do about the rebel fleet massing near Brental.
A manufacturing message has been received.
So, recon mission to Mandalore is successful. Espionage mission to Chargain successful with additional information about McKeb. And a commando unit at Gamma. So lots of good news going on out here. So yeah, I want to try and knock these. They're beefing up the defenses on the planet because of how low their support is. So when are they showing up? 111. So not long. Any additional defense? Nope. Still the same 3 regiments. And they're almost done with that guy. Are there any? Yes, there are. Okay, so they're going to Balmora. All the way up here. It'll take them a while to get there. All right, moment of truth. Can we catch her on the way in?
There is a message from the Emperor.
Nope. You're able to
One of
destroy
our
the
agents is
have
reporting
been
in.
successful.
All right, he's gotten Essless up a bit more, so that helps with the garrison duty. So if you remember from the previous episode, we had to have at least 3 there in order to stop a rebellion. Now we're down to just needing 1. So unfortunately, we were not able to intercept the princess on our way into the system. So now I got to run another espionage mission. And all of my droids are on their way to Tapassi. So I got to take a risk here and send these guys to do it. Now, hopefully they can do that pretty quickly. So now it's possible that she is either on the surface of the planet, she could be on the surface of the planet and injured, or she could have made it to the planet and then the computer had her leave in order to prevent the possibility of her being captured. So we'll see what happens. Princess Leia is an essential character, so there's no chance that she was accidentally killed in the attempt to reach the planet.
One of our agents is reporting in.
All right, so he's finally made some progress in Nubia. That helps Lord Vader. And the planet is still completely freaking defenseless.
A manufacturing message has been received. One of our agents is reporting in.
All right. So we're slowly wiping out all of the rebels' military capabilities, construction capabilities here on Palani. And then the notification that one of the shield generators has shown up here, which is good. So as I mentioned, I think it was in the first episode, maybe the second, if you have a minimum of 2 shield generators on a planet, then your opponent cannot drop troops onto the planet in order to try to conquer it. They have to wipe out at least one of those shield generators, and there's 2 ways to do it. You can send in a commando team to blow one of them up, or both of them if you have enough commandos, spread them out. Or you have to use orbital bombardment. The problem with orbital bombardment is that you can destroy other things as well unintentionally. Okay. Now, if you've got bombers like the Y-wing or the TIE bomber, and you have a commander controlling the fighters, your accuracy is improved, and you actually hit the target you're going for. Or you have a better chance of hitting the target you're going for.
A manufacturing message has been received.
All right, so the second shield generator has shown up at Osis.
One of our agents is reporting in.
Yeah, there we go. I've lost all of my espionage.
There is a message from one of your field personnel.
So there's 3 Corvettes in Franchise and Reliant. Did he move back over? Yes, he did. So he moved from Brentel back over to here. Cheeky. All right. So he wound up wiping out all of my espionage droids here in the sector. I'm going to have to make... Okay, so they've only got 1 more commando left to do. And they're only just under halfway there. So. Hey, they're droids. We can make more. They're like Terminators. Terminators are like
a manufacturing message
can always
has
have
been
more.
Received. One of our agents
training
reporting
facility
in.
that time. Oh, my 1 lone
There is a message
droid.
from one of your field personnel.
And Dabaron this time. All right, so let's have a look at that. All right, General Riken is down at Dabaron. Anybody else down there? Nope. Mirth is still abandoned, pretty much. I'm going to switch from the training facility to that shield generator, see if it does us any good. Oh, I never bothered to look and see what was... Okay, so this was the recon of Mandalore. There's nothing there. Now, I know that that is not canon.
There is a message from Lord Vader.
All right, right, so they got the shield
My
generator,
mission has failed. One of our agents is reporting in.
and Vader didn't recruit anybody this
As you
time.
wish.
Now, I know that the research, or excuse me, the recon information on Mandalore is not accurate according to canon, okay? Because, I mean, we know it's Mandalore. That's where the Mandalorians come from. That's their homeworld. However, anything out here in the Outer Rim sectors, with the exception of Yavin, is going to be random. So in this particular playthrough, there's nothing at Mandalore. You've got a total of 7 energy that you can use to power things, and you have the ability to make 2 mines. I mean, that goes into the replayability of the game, because it also does it for the inner core worlds as well. Okay, they're going to be random. You know, how much energy do they have available? How many mines can you build there? Okay. You know, I mean, there are certain scripted things, like, you know, there's going to be a Star Destroyer orbiting Coruscant at the start of the game. You know, you're going to have at least one construction facility on Coruscant at the start of the game. You know, but pretty much everything else is random. Even Yavin 4, how much energy is available, how many mines you can build, that is going to be random as well. The only thing that's going to be scripted about it is that the rebels are going to be controlling that world. What worlds start as Imperial, which ones start as Rebel, again, that is random. The only scripted one is Coruscant, obviously, is going to be in the Empire's hands. So, I mean, that's really great for replayability, in my opinion.
One of our agents is reporting in.
Nubia is increased again. An enemy in sight uprising mission to Duro has failed, so that was those guys. I was hoping Garinden would finish this espionage mission while they were still on the planet. And that way then he could run a sabotage mission against them and wipe them out. And then the computer's got to create a replacement. Take a little bit longer before I have to deal with them again. How long until he gets there? 19. So, alright, so I'm going to send these guys out on their own, and Reese will join up with the commandos to improve their chances of wiping out defenders here. Alright.
A manufacturing message has been received.
So, yep, so there was the second one. So yeah, so he's going to get there at 19, and then I'll have 4, and that's a big enough force to where I know that they can get in and get out, whether they succeed or fail. I mean, generally anything less than 4 is just, the possibility of failure is more on your side than the possibility of success.
One of our agents is reporting in.
Alright, so they got the training facility this time. So his counter-espionage mission is daily. So now that he's done with Duro, I'll send him back to Nubia. Run counter-espionage there. Alright, so I can take the opportunity to have the commandos go down and start blowing up all of these guerrillas, but the shipyards over Shilly are a far more priority target.
A manufacturing message has been received.
Alright, so one of the first regiments trained at Tune has
One of our agents is
another
reporting
TIE
in.
fighter over to Lang. And the abduction mission failed. There we go. Okay, so Blanny was successful. They got Tiran again. All right, so Coruscant's making progress in troop training finally. All right, so what happened? Yep, she's down there. Awesome. And nobody's coming to save her. Now, on essential characters, you can still run an assassination mission. It has the opportunity to injure them, which basically takes them out of operation for a while. And it also, an injured character is easier to abduct than a non-injured character. All right, so Restless is done. I got to get them back. Cranking out espionage droids. So we'll go the full gamut. Go ahead and get both of my teams built back up again. Now, the reason that I did that is sometimes you'll get intel just off the fly, and you can go ahead and you can click on a fleet, and you might see that there is a enemy fleet on its way. So every now and then you'll pick up little threads of intel like that, just out of the blue.
A manufacturing message has been received.
Now, it is deliberate, but I do believe it is part of the random event generator for the game. Okay, so they finished their first set of TIE fighters. Now, do they have both? No, not yet. All right, so I'm just going to build more TIE fighters right here instead of deploying them out to the other friendly systems, because I can always do it later. But right now, between Aego and Tun, those are my two most important systems in Outer Rim East.
A manufacturing message has been received. One of our agents is reporting in.
Okay. Now, I can go ahead and I can have Jerjerrod stop this diplomacy mission and move him on to other locations to try and sway them. But I would really rather just go ahead and finish this off and get Imperial support all the way up to 100%. Now, he is normally very good as a diplomat, so he really ought to be able to knock this out pretty quickly. But sometimes he drags his feet. It's random, or at least there's a little bit of randomness thrown in there.
There is a message from the Emperor.
And there it is.
Excellent. The rebel leader, Princess Leia Organa, has been captured. One of our agents is reporting in.
You have not adequately supported me on this mission, and it has failed.
There is a message from one of your field personnel.
So I'm willing to take the hit on the Emperor's diplomacy mission in return for capturing the princess. So there is the graphic for that, and she was injured in the attempt. She put up a good fight. Oh, here they come. So when are they expected to arrive? 1:25. Is that by any chance? Yes, it is. So yeah, so the computer realized what I was doing, and it went ahead and it sent a force to try and rescue the princess. Either that, or they're just on their way to take advantage of my exposed position for my fleet, because I will have to take time to deploy my TIE fighters to defend the fleet, whereas their X-Wings and Y-Wings are going to come out guns blazing. So, sorry folks, too late. I got the prize. I'm out of there. Now, unfortunately, my commandos on their way to blow up that shipyard, the fleet's not here for them to return to. If the fleet already makes it to Coruscant, if they're already there by the time these guys finish, then they'll have their transit time from Chile to Coruscant. But if the fleet is still in hyperspace when they complete their mission, then it's going to take these guys a lot longer to link back up with the fleet. So that's a game mechanic to be aware of. All right, so Super Droid, Super Espionage Droid has returned. I'm going to move him to Tund so he's a little closer to his targets. Having that one droid, he's got a 50-50 chance of success. Okay, and that never changes because the droids and the commando teams, they don't gain experience. Okay, generally you use those guys as cannon fodder for your missions in order to protect your more important characters, your actual characters. Okay, but the fact that he has been successful the entire game in running espionage missions on Denogra and Cymirth, I think that has to do a lot with the fact that the oh, so we are sending more. All right, when are they due? That one was due on day 96, so they should all already be there. Okay, but I think his success had a lot to do with the fact that before there was nothing defending those planets.
A manufacturing message has been received.
So yeah, so they destroyed one of the orbital
One of our
shipyards,
agents is
and now they're
reporting in.
returning to Coruscant in order to link back up with the fleet. Construction yards in Coruscant are done, so the second shipyard is on its, or shield generator is on its way. All right, so now what I want to do I want to start getting shipyards built here at Essalus because they've got the maximum energy possible, 14, so I can make a massive freaking shipyard there. All right, so one more turn. These guys here show up, and I will send that strike force out. Take out one of these guys. Might be smarter to go ahead and get the training facilities.
A manufacturing message has been received.
All right, so there's the message letting me know he has arrived. Now, it doesn't matter which one I go after. I just have a habit of picking the one in the center. The only time it really matters which one you're targeting is if you're sending multiple groups going after multiple targets.
One of our agents is reporting in.
All right, so nuclear was successful. So they've got, oh, and he's there right now. With no backup. So let's see if we can blow him up. And my probe droid is back. So we'll just keep moving on. So send him to Ether. That's where the Hammerhead race hails from. All right, see, Now, I'm probably going to lose Super Droid for doing this, but I'm going to go back to Denagra and see if those regiments are still there. Because according to the last intelligence report, they should have already deployed. However, that doesn't mean that the computer kept them there.
A manufacturing message has been received.
Alright, so First Fleet is made at Coruscant.
There is a message from an Imperial fleet indicating it has reached its destination.
So yep, so Garinden was able to take out that Y-wing long
One of
probe.
our agents is reporting in.
And one of my new espionage droids is back. Clev has not made any advances yet, but yes, I want him to keep researching. Oh, when are these guys getting back? 144. All right. So he has enough time to run another counterintelligence mission. And then I'll link all 4 of them up. And I guess we'll have another go at General, or no. Go after General Riken. He's closer target. All right. All right, so I want to move my characters around onto different ships. Better to defend them. Yeah, Ozzel makes a better admiral than he does general, which isn't saying a lot. But in the game, he's actually really good. Okay, leadership rating 93. Okay, I mean he's even good for commando operations. So, unfortunately, in the movie, he just made one really terrible mistake at the absolute worst possible time.
One of our agents is reporting in.
All right, so Jajirad's successful again with his diplomacy mission. So the espionage mission Man is successful, and we got information on Denon as well. So a couple of fighters, they're building a shield generator. They've got a shipyard and another one on the way. Manan has got a construction facility and another one getting built from somewhere. Chewbacca and Tora Raftigan are there. Lieutenant Page is on his way. Lots of infiltrators. So they're planning something. I'm pretty sure this is their target, ultimately. So I got to get more troops on the planet there. All right, Denon. Yep, so it's right there. Okay. All right, so I want to make a little change here. Get Nita off of the Thunderbolt and move him to the Tyrannic. And then, it looks like they're already there, but I'm going to do this anyway just to be safe. Move both prisoners onto the Aurora.
A manufacturing message has been received.
Alright, so sabotage mission Chardane was failure.
One of our agents is reporting in.
So the mission to Denon finished, and they've got information on Jada. And Nubia has increased. Okay, so any updates? Nope. Because, I mean, it was only the day before. So I didn't expect there to be any big changes. Jada's over here. What do we got? Lots of squadrons. Okay, so there's the construction yards that are building the construction yard for Manan. We getting everybody back? Looks like it. Whoops.
There is a message from the Emperor.
All right.
A manufacturing message has been received.
And the other shield generator has shown up.
You have not adequately supported me on this mission, and it has failed.
All right, so we're back to that. So Lang's done with all of the commandos. So now let me get more troops. Try and stave off some of those commando operations that are coming. All right. So we've made it to 125. And that is going to do it for this episode. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I hope everybody's enjoying this. I know it runs a little bit slow. My eyes get a little bit buggy running the game as fast as yes, I did say that. Running the game as fast as I am. Okay. I mean, there are videos out there of guys who absolutely just crazy speed run through this. I don't know how they do it. Because jumping around all these different screens really messes with my eyes. So, I've made it about as far as I can go. And now I need to take a break. So thanks a lot for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying this. Leave a like. Don't forget to drop a comment. It helps grow the channel, as always. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hoping to get that 100 before end of the year. And go ahead and hit the notification bell so you know whenever I put a new video up. All right. So thanks again. And I will see you on